Hi, Shotzi here again. This is now the second installment of Master Copy, John Singer Sargent Portraits. You can see the black and white image just falling away on the left. So I am working from a black and white photo, which is a lot of fun actually, as I get to kind of be creative with how I apply colors and what colors I use. I'm still trying to make it look realistic, but it gives me a little bit of leeway. You can see, as is my style, I'm moving all around the face, just fine-tuning, putting short little marks in various different places, really focusing on value with a little bit of color. One thing about working from a black and white photo is it is a lot easier to see the value differences. And as you know, I preach that value is really the more important piece for obtaining likeness than color. Here now I'm using the background as kind of negative space to just make little adjustments. The shape of his face and the shape of his forehead. There, beauty of oil paint. If something I don't like, I can just wipe it off. Or paint over it if it's already dry. Again, now moving all around, getting this negative space in the background just to help bring the actual portrait, the actual face, more forward, separating it from the background. I'll bring in some lighter values. Not worried about exact detail or exact position or exact shape. I'm certainly trying to get it accurate, but I also understand that it's going to take a period of time. It's a series of consecutive estimates until I get it where I want it. A little bit in his hair, so really focusing on just value. I don't know what color hair this man actually had, so I'll probably keep it sort of in the brown family. I'm getting the darks under the nose, which is usually the darkest place in the entire face, is the nose and nostrils at the bottom. Here again, just putting a little more structure on the eye, but still not really painting the eye or painting the mouth. I'm painting where I think the eye goes, or where I think the mouth goes. And as I've said so many times, I don't stay in any one place for too long. It's usually a recipe for anxiety and stress, because I want to get it right. I want to get it right. It's very difficult to do. So I put my mark down and then move on. Now, obviously working on his shirt and jacket and tie, just brighten them up a little bit, give it a little bit more sharpness. Notice the hard edges that I'm doing, that the shirt is separate from the tie and from the jacket, so the edges are hard. Whereas when I'm making value changes in the face, for example, the edges tend to be very, very soft. Very few hard edges in the face. Might be the eyelid, might have a hard edge. The iris in the eye might have a hard edge. For the most part, it's much more gradual changes as the contour of the face, the planes of the face shift. The way light hits them changes. If I can just represent that pattern of light, almost the path of light, then I will have the structure of the face. You don't need to worry about the color. You're just kind of bring in some more light values. The light looks like it's overhead light. A little bit more coming from the right. That's why his left neck is going to be a little bit lighter. It's catching more of the light that's that is hitting the face, hitting the subject. I know he kind of has a mustache, and sometimes it can be hard to differentiate the mustache from the lip, from the skin. So if you just focus on values, you don't really have to worry. Is this mustache? Is this skin? Is this lip? I'm using here a light red for that bottom lip. And continue to change little highlights on the side there. And getting that very common shadow under the lower lip. And the lower lip is forward, and it covers over and shades right beneath it. More fine-tuning with the eyes. You can see now, just getting some little bits of highlight in there. Modifications, slight modifications to the eyelid. Trying to get that likeness. As I move along in a painting, I get more interested in likeness, but only in the later stages. And this is only my second installment, so I haven't spent too much time on this one. Probably about an hour and a half. But in doing these studies, I like using speed. It helps me avoid focus on detail. And as you can see, I'm now finished. I may do another installment on this one or move on to another painting. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you got some idea of what I was doing. And there you can now see the comparison, and there is some likeness, little things that I would change, and I may do that at some point in the future. Thank you.